When you've spoken to Tyson recently, do you get the impression that he wants the Usyk fight more than any other? Is that kind of his priority, do you feel?
You know what?
Hmm?
As everybody knows, Tyson, his priorities change. So 1 minute it's AJ, 1 minute it's Usyk, 1 minute it's Chisora, 1 minute it's White. Ultimately, it's just whoever.
Huh?
You know, he wants the big fight. He wants the big fights, but if you can't get those, what do you do? Just sit around and do nothing. So he, like we all in life, we can't get things that we want. We accept something else. We take the next option.
While you haven't formulated game plans as yet, because there's no opponent definitely in the books, looking at Usyk,
Fuck, they found this goofy sounding ass do that. Get this guy out of here, 100%. You want to hear no more from this guy about the Kronk. Crusty sounding ass dude. The crust, how about that? 100%. I don't know, listen, maybe, have I gone to a different universe? Just to check I'm in the same universe, yeah? Let's rewind selector on this cat here, 100%.
down, yeah. When you've spoken to Tyson recently, do you get the impression that he wants the Usyk fight more than any other? Is that kind of his priority, do you feel?
You know what? As everybody knows,
Do I know what? No, I don't know what. How about that?
Tyson, his priorities change. So 1 minute it's AJ, 1 minute it's Usyk, 1 minute it's Chisora, 1 minute it's White.
1 minute it's AJ. Well, no, it wasn't AJ. Yeah? In fact, no. What he's saying is correct. He said, 1 minute it's AJ, 1 minute it's... Yeah, you're right. He's all over the place and does none of them. Do you understand? Yeah? 1 minute it's AJ, 1 minute it's Joe Joyce, 1 minute it's Usyk. Oh, wait a minute. You ain't fought Joe Joyce. You ain't fought Usyk. You ain't fought AJ. But you did fight Chisora. Do you know what I'm saying? What you mean to say is, 1 minute it's all the top fighters and the next minute in reality it's a bum. Yeah?
Ultimately, it's just whoever. You know, he wants the big.
Ultimately, it's just whoever. No. Ultimately, yeah? Ultimately, it's the number one dude. But whoever. Where do they find these guys at? And the problem is, it's because of all you thin cucks out there, yeah? There's a crisis in the UK or in the West. There's too many cucks out there. Too many of you dons love getting financially cucked by some next dude called Tyson Fury. Paying you $30 to watch Chisora. Yeah? That's why. He can say, whoever it is, yeah, we fight whoever. He ain't lying. He does fight whoever. And you man lap it up, whoever it is, it don't matter. Yeah, you're right, whoever it is, it don't matter. Because there's too many of you cuckdons love paying for trash. Yeah?
He wants the big best fights, but if you can't get those, what do you do? Just sit around and do nothing. So he, like we all in life, we can't get things that we want. We accept something else. We take the next option.
And while you haven't formulated game
Like, we want the best big fights, but if we can't get them, we move on, and we ain't gonna sit around doing nothing. And yeah, wow, this right here was a leak, and no one heard this one yet. You man ain't heard this one. Stop lying. You haven't heard this one. 100%. Not one person in the YouTube game has brought you man this leak. It's a leak. 100%. If you ain't heard it, it's a leak. Oops. Yeah. This corny sounding ass dude. He should be saying, listen, I've told Tyson Fury, no more bum fights. Yeah? I've told Tyson, if I'm gonna be working with him, we're getting this Usyk fight done. So I'm not doing no more bum slayers. Yeah? I'm not doing no more 50-50 draws with Chisora. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the God's honest truth. Mr. Kronk, Mr. KO, you got the number one heavyweight in the world, and your man has had a draw with Derek Chisora. No knockdowns and no stoppage. That's a fact. Call me a liar. Yeah? Oh, why be this? Why be that? Why be their friends? What we know is, friends or no friends, no knockdowns and no stoppage. That's just what it is. You went 50-50. So in my book, yeah. Listen, in my book, in heavyweight division, if you go the distance, it's a draw. Simple as that. And in my opinion, there needs to be a new rule. If you go the distance as a heavyweight, the fight is a draw. And if you don't like it, I suggest you cut weight and go to cruiserweight, or you pull your finger out your ass. Yeah? Like I said, Fury had a draw with Chisora anyway. I won't mind you, but the way Kronk gassed the place up, about knockouts and all that kind of stuff. If you're going to give it that one, you best make sure you deliver. You best make sure your man ain't going life and death 50-50 with Derek Chisora. Yeah? That was a close fight. No damage was done. Big facts. Yeah, big buff 280-pound dude. How can a big buff 280-pound number one heavyweight in the world not score no knockdowns and not get a stoppage against Chisora? How'd that happen? It happened. And now you're telling us, well, we're not really bothered what happens, and these fights can't happen. The fuck? Do you know what I'm saying? Something for me is iffy. It's iffy when the people involved in the situation aren't bothered either way? Why can't, for example, and I wouldn't mind you, but this has been consistently the whole shtick with Tyson Fury. Consistently, the whole shtick's been, my team aren't really bothered who I fight. I remember 2021, yeah, 2021, from December 2020 to May 2021, when the AJ and Fury fight was about to be made. The same thing was happening with Fury's team. Sugar Hill, oh, I haven't even seen Tyson, he's in the UK, I'm not bothered what happens. It was the same kind of shtick. And here we are again. And I find it odd, people keep telling me, YB, you're wrong, the fight's already done, Frank Warren told us it's already done. You clowns, they said the same thing about the AJ fight. In September 2022, the same clowns, Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren, were saying the fight's done, both sides won it. So don't tell me the fight is done. And I'm even more sceptical now. Why? Well, Frank Warren, Bob Arum, they've been telling us it's been done for 3 weeks. Where's the contract? Do you know what I'm saying? If it's that much done, why ain't it locked in? That don't make no sense to me. Oh, it's done. And you've been saying that for 3 weeks. How does that make sense? If something's done, it don't take 3 weeks and we're still none the wiser. No date, no arena, no nada. About it's done. I'll give you it's done. And in fact, this interview came out in the last few days. Wait a minute. Frank Warren and Bob Arum have been telling us it's been done for 3 weeks. At the same time, this fight that's done, the trainer. Now people don't realise, trainers, they're essentially managers. A trainer will be involved to the utmost degree with negotiations, and if that makes sense. And as much as they'll know who they're preparing for. They'll know what's on the ticket. They'll know if Tyson Fury told them, listen, the USYK fight's done. It's about to be signed in a week. We're fighting USYK. Do you understand? Trainers know that, naturally, because they're preparing for the next fight. So why is it Frank Warren been telling us, Bob Arum been telling us for 3 weeks, the fight's done, and yet Sugar Hill, in the last few days, is telling us, well, we can't, if it's not USYK, we can't sit around forever. You know, we got to move on. We got our own career, and you know what I'm saying? You heard the man. You heard it yourself. Oh, we're not waiting around, and we want the big fights, but if they can't be made, wait a minute. Who talked about it not being made? Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I find odd. Because again, all the corny Tyson Fury fans telling me, YB, stop putting fake news out there. The fight's locked in. It's done. You man need to tell Sugar Hill that. Because it seems to me that you man know more than Sugar Hill does. That's the bottom line. Sugar Hill's telling us, based on what, listen, not my opinion, not your opinion, based on what Sugar Hill said, it sounds to me like the USYK fight ain't happening, bottom line. No one can sit there and tell me, YB, you read the room wrong, Sugar Hill's 100% certain the USYK fight happening. This sounds to me like the USYK fight ain't happening at all. I'm going to be honest with you. My interviewer said to him, Sugar Hill, is Fury gagging for the USYK fight? His reply, oh, well, you know, on a farm there's lambs and horse and sheep and stuff. Who talk about lambs and farm and sheep? Well, Sugar Hill, how much does Tyson Fury want the USYK fight? Well, you know, on the farm they've got different sheep and different lambs. Where the fuck they find this guy at? Corny sounding ass dude. Get this guy out of it 100%. Yeah, let me replay, 'cause I think you man have got short memories. Let me replay the bars out of this cat's chops. Peep this, here we go. Peep these corny sounding bars.
When you've spoken to Tyson recently, do you get the impression that he wants the USYK fight more than any other? Is that kind of his priority, do you feel?
You know what? As everybody knows, Tyson, his priorities change. So 1 minute is AJ, 1 minute is USYK, 1 minute is Chisora, 1 minute is White. Ultimately, it's just whoever. You know, he wants the big fight. He wants the big best fights, but if he can't get those, what do you do? Just sit around and do nothing? So he, like we all are in life, we can't get things that we want. We accept something else. We take the next option.
And what I find more, actually breaking it down and listening to this myself yet again, I've just realised the interviewer didn't even say. The interviewer did not say, Sugar Hill, what fight is next for Tyson Fury? The interviewer said, how much does Tyson Fury want the USYK fight? Does Tyson Fury want the USYK fight? In fact, let me replay it again. I think I forgot what he said again. It's important we get the the verbiage down to a T.
Recently, do you get the impression that he wants the Usyk fight more than any other? Is that kind of his priority, do you feel?
You know what?
Do you get the impression Tyson Fury wants the Usyk fight more than any other? So this isn't even about, is it done? This is about what Tyson Fury wants. Do you understand? There's a key difference there. My man could say, Sugar Hill could have said, listen, I spoke to Tyson. He's desperate to get in there and get in Usyk's knickers. Yeah? He wants nothing more. But contractual things can go wrong. That's what he could have said. Even that would have been a bit suspect in my book. It's kind of like, why are you worrying about contractual things going wrong? There always seems to be something wrong with Tyson Fury's contracts when it's anyone other than a bum. Yeah, we had problems with the Wilder contract for the third fight. We had problems with the AJ contract. And I've got to be honest here. I don't know what was going on with the AJ fight, yeah? What I do know is AJ fights everyone else. Do you know what I'm saying? AJ ain't got... It's not like, well, I beat AJ scared to lose. AJ loved to lose. Do you know what I'm saying? AJ loves money. So it's clear AJ is not scared to lose. He loves to lose. Lost to Ruiz, lost to Usyk. It's not about, well, YB, AJ's... No. AJ would... that's part of my key reasoning. Why would AJ duck Fury when he's lost to Usyk already? It doesn't make no sense. He's already been punched up by Mr. Blobby. He's already been punched up by middleweight. Okay, Tyson Fury knocked him out. I'm not being funny here, but we've just seen Tyson Fury go life and death with Chisora. You can't even put Chisora out. What makes you think you're going to put AJ out, with all due respect? Oops. Yeah? Anyway. The interviewer said to Sugar Hill, not, is the fight done? Not, will the fight get done? He said, how much does Tyson Fury want the Usyk fight? And he says, well, he wants different fights, and there was no commitment there about Usyk, and that's worrying for me, because a trainer and a fighter are close. I mean, Sugar Hill lives in Fury's house. How can a man that lives in Fury's house not be sure who he wants next? Again, the man didn't ask him, what fight is most likely to happen next? He said, what fight does your man want? Right now, all we should be hearing is, listen, F the contractual stuff. Fury's got a proper raging hard-on for Usyk. That's all I know. Sugar Hill could have come on here and said, listen, I'm not a businessman. I can't tell you about contracts and whatever else. What I can tell you is what I know about my athlete. And he's got a proper hard-on. Every day we're in the gym, yeah, every day we're in the gym, we're stroking ourselves off at the thought of being in Usyk's knickers, 100%. We're going to pop him like AJ be popping Fernando. Do you know what I'm saying? Them kind of bars. Yeah? 100%. He ain't say that. Oh, well, these things can't be made all the time. That's what I call, and I've been saying this for years, what you heard there from Sugar Hill is what I define as setting the scene. Yeah? He's a scene setter looking ass, sounding ass dude. And a scene setter is someone who puts bits out there, and then, when things fall through, he can then come in there and say, oh, I told you, yeah, I set the scene for you 3 months ago, and I told you that sometimes these things can't be done. You know what I'm saying? He's setting the scene, and it implies to me he knows something we don't. Because again, why wouldn't he? Why isn't Sugar Hill reporting to us that he's all over it with Usyk? Sugar Hill should be saying, listen, my fighter Fury wants him. Never mind my fighter Fury, I want him bad. The team's in camp, we're dialed in to smoke on this little dude. Do you know what I'm saying? Instead, well, yeah, we can't stay inactive, so we're going to fight whoever there is, and Fury's happy to fight anyone, and what you mean to say is Fury's happy to fight any bum. That's what you mean to say. That's a God honest truth. He's not happy to fight anyone, he's happy to fight any bum. There's a big difference there. There's a whole bagger man who was ready to jump in there on December. A whole bagger man. Young bulls who could have jumped in. Bacoli. Oh, there's a whole bagger man. Any man, any young fresh bull could have been in there with Tyson Fury on December 2nd. Or December 14th for what it's worth. Do you know what I'm saying? What's that about? What is that about? I was thinking, I'm sorry, people, oh, YB, you're a Fury hater. Listen, I go based on if Sugar Hill had come on here and said, there ain't no other fighters. We want Usyk and that's it. This video would not exist. I'm not clutching at straws here. I was shocked, honestly. I thought we were going to get it's Usyk, it's Usyk. We didn't get that. And it was the body language. It was this body language. It was not a good look. It really does potentially identify there's something iffy going on behind the scenes. Why is Sugar Hill, the key man in the camp, non-committal about the Usyk fight? What does he know? I've got some more videos coming soon. I'm also hearing now the Saudis are pulling out. What does that mean? Well, the Saudis are pulling out. That means the big money, the big ka-ching ain't there. The $100 million deal each that they were going to get for the AJ fight is gone. They ain't interested in seeing Usyk versus Fury. They're not. So now it's kind of like Fury's thinking, wait a minute, I just got paid 30 mil to punch up Chisora. Didn't lose a second of any round. Now I'm going to get paid maybe 40, 50, 60 mil to fight Usyk. Why am I going to do that for? I'll just fight a few more bums. I'd rather fight... Think about it. Fury, could fight Chisoras every month. Or I can have a hard fight or a harder fight against Usyk. Listen again. I'm just putting it out there. Speculating. Because what I do know is this language and this body language is no good. This is not what I want to see from people who are about to lock a fight in. Not at all. Not even a little bit. It's a bad look. And if I'm wrong and it all gets locked in, fair play. But there's a few little bits, hanging around the place. The whole deadline and, Fury's injured. First, Fury's injured. Now he's not sure if he really wants to fight via his trainer. Then Usyk's got a deadline. How does the March 2nd deadline sit with Fury's injury, allegedly? I haven't heard of Fury going into surgery. I haven't heard of Fury coming out, I'm all fixed up now, ready to go. So, we're essentially now 9 weeks away, from the March deadline. Now, that March 2nd deadline wasn't we need to get the fight signed by then. Usyk's team said the March 2nd deadline is the deadline for the fight to happen. They want the fight to be on Saturday the 29th of April Saturday the 29th of February or whatever date, 28th of February. They want that to be the last date the fight's on. So we're 9 weeks, from the latest point the fight can be on. Which would mean a 9-week camp isn't long. For these kind of fights, usually people have 12-week camps. So Fury would need to be already in camp to make a March 2nd date. Is he in camp? He ain't even done the surgery yet. I told people about this. Oops. If I'm wrong, I'll put my hands in the air. But this combined with all the other things we know. My arm's injured and my elbow and head, shoulders, knees and toes. It's all looking super duper iffy, I'm always skeptical of people telling us, we can't always get the things we want. Wait a minute. Negotiations haven't even fallen through yet. Frank Warren, Bob Arum blowing smoke up all the Fury Man fan arse. Yeah? It's all done, it's all locked in. So wait, again, if it's all locked in, why doesn't Sugar Hill know that? Sugar Hill could be saying, Sugar Hill, how much does Tyson Fury want this Usyk fight? Sugar Hill could have said, listen, I don't know how much Tyson Fury wants to fight. What I do know is, I can't tell you how much Tyson Fury wants this fight. What I can tell you is that the fight's done. Negotiations have concluded. So you can take from that what you will. Yeah? On a scale of 1 to 10, I can't tell you how much Fury wants to fight. What I can tell you that's substantive is that the contracts and negotiations are coming to a conclusion. A successful conclusion. Oops. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what he could do. Instead, it went all the way left. Not a bit of support at all. He essentially made out that Usyk was any man and anything can happen. Do you know what I mean? Man, that don't work for me. Because you weren't saying that before. These men weren't saying that before. You weren't saying no way anything can happen. Anyway, time will tell. But as far as analysis goes, this is a big red flag. A big juicy red flag at that. 100%. Smash the like button, subscribe, let off the bell. No doubt about it.